Good evening, welcome to California Today. I'm Liang Zhang. Here's a preview of some of today's stories. A lawsuit against the real estate heiress who was acquitted of her ex-boyfriend's murder was scheduled to reach a settlement, but it was delayed as a California judge said the lawyer who made the deal was not even representing her. Two drinking fountains that sit side by side were marked by racial graffiti. A California school investigates and found that an African-American girl wrote the words. And the LA School District is dropping its mask mandate for students while outdoors at schools. The change comes after the county loosened its masking requirements. The mayor of San Francisco made more comments on the recent recall of three of the city's school board members. She said parents need to be listened to. NTD's Jason Blair has more.
Over the weekend, San Francisco Mayor London Breed spoke more on her take regarding the three school board members that were recently recalled in the city and what's going to be influencing her decision on their replacements. Breed told NBC's Meet the Press,
"It was really about the frustration of the Board of Education doing their fundamental job."
In a decisive, sweeping vote, three school board members were removed from office last week. Breed said that she's been speaking with parents in the city to help inform her decision about who the replacement school board members will be. She told NBC, "The stories that I heard about children who went from being these bubbly, exciting kids to not even smiling, to being depressed." Breed says a lot of parents want members who will make sure the priorities are being taken care of and the focus is on the kids instead of the politics. Recalled board member Gabriela Lopez tweeted in response to the recall, "Don't be mistaken, white supremacists are enjoying this, and the support of the recall is aligned with this." Breed responded by saying the fact we're still even listening to any of the recalled school board members is definitely a problem. She said we should be focusing on the parents and the challenges the kids have faced. The recall votes will be officially certified by the San Francisco Board of Supervisors within the next 3 weeks, and the mayor's replacement decision is also expected to happen within the coming weeks. Jason Blair, NTD News, San Francisco.
A police helicopter crash over the weekend claimed the life of one officer. Another walked away with serious injuries. The investigation is underway.
One police officer died and another was critically injured after a department helicopter crashed into shallow water in Southern California's Newport Beach on Saturday. Authorities from the Huntington Beach Police Department confirmed 44-year-old Nicholas Vela perished in the crash. Police Chief Eric Parra said Vela was truly dedicated to his job and asked for prayers in supporting the officers' families. The helicopter crashed around 6:30 p.m. on February 19th. One witness told KCAL TV that he saw the helicopter spiraling out of control before crashing. After the rescue efforts, fellow officers honored Vela in a midnight procession, escorting his body to the Orange County Coroner's office. The other officer, a 16-year veteran, was rescued from the crash and taken to a hospital for critical injuries. He was later released according to the police department's Twitter post on Sunday. A department spokesperson said, "We are optimistic he'll make a full recovery." The National Transportation Safety Board and the Orange County Sheriff's Department Major Accident Reconstruction Team is investigating the cause of the accident. Until then, the police department grounded the remaining aircraft for inspection to see if mechanical issues were a factor in the crash.
A pilot reported the mechanical issues shortly before the crash. Preliminary reports say the helicopter made a nose-first descent into the shallow water. Recently, two drinking fountains at a California high school were vandalized, imitating segregation from the Jim Crow era. After calls were made to investigate the systemic racism, the school district revealed that an African-American girl wrote the graffiti.
This photo, posted by the Daily Mail, shows the words "colored" and "white" over two different water fountains at C.K. McClatchy High School in Sacramento, California. The division harkens back to Jim Crow segregation, when many utilities were divided in such a way. Sacramento City Unified School District confirmed the perpetrator was a black female student. They have not released her name. The district investigated the situation on February 11th, calling the disturbing graffiti racist. Mark Heiress, a liaison for the school district, said he doesn't believe the words on the fountain were racist, partly since the admitted perpetrator is a young African-American woman. Community activist Barry Assayas disagreed, saying people understand what it means to have segregated labels on faucets, whether it's 1950 or 2022. The district superintendent said Sac City Unified takes any instance of racial intolerance extremely serious because such acts harm our students and our entire community. The school district said it is taking appropriate disciplinary action.
A California judge delayed an agreement that would settle a wrongful death lawsuit against a Chinese real estate heiress. She was acquitted of murder charges in her ex-boyfriend's death. The judge said the lawyer who made the deal was not representing her.
San Mateo County Superior Court Judge Danny Cho was set to approve a settlement between real estate heiress Tiffany Lee and the family of her slain ex-boyfriend on Thursday. The settlement was pushed back when Lee's attorney said the lawyer who conducted the settlement negotiations, Alexander Berlin, was not representing Lee. The lawyer also opposed the fees being awarded to the attorneys representing Lee's children, citing the amount was redacted from the settlement. Attorneys for both sides announced last month that they had reached a settlement 2 weeks before the trial in the wrongful death lawsuit was to start. The settlement includes $100,000 for Green's mother, $50,000 for Green's estate, and an undisclosed amount for the two daughters, who are ages 7 and 9. The settlement payout is a stark contrast to the bail that Lee's family posted. Tiffany Lee was found not guilty in 2019 for killing Keith Green, her ex-boyfriend and father of her two daughters. Lee's family posted one of the highest bail amounts on record in the nation, $35 million. Lee's family raised $62 million for her bail through pledging property. According to the Financial Times, records show that Lee's mother made her initial fortune through joint ventures with Chinese military-owned construction companies. Prosecutors allege Lee lured Green to her house where her then-boyfriend, Kava Bayat, shot and killed him. Bayat is facing murder charges. A friend that helped dispose of Green's body reached a plea agreement. Judge Cho continued the hearing until April 21st to allow the attorneys to clarify who is representing Lee.
The second largest school district in the nation is catching up with dropping masks. Los Angeles children will no longer be required to wear masks while outdoors at schools starting this week.
The Los Angeles Unified School District, LAUSD, will drop outdoor mask mandates for students and staff on Tuesday, according to a top official. LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho said in a Saturday statement that outdoor masking will be optional for all individuals. The announcement comes days after LA County ended its mask mandates for outdoor mega events and schools on February 16th. Carvalho said the district would update its mask policy to align with the county. LAUSD parent advocate and city council candidate Christina Irwin said she thinks Carvalho should have made masks in school optional. She said that would have not only been the right thing, but would have had a great impression on parents. During the lockdown, LAUSD held some of the strictest policies in the state. The district opted to keep mask mandates while the rest of the country dropped them at one point last year.
Tesla and GM are expanding their car insurance businesses, and that's good news if you own or want to own one of their electric vehicles. NTD's Evelyn Lee found out what it means for you.
Car insurance for your electric vehicle may be cheaper soon. That's not only good news for EV owners, but also for the car manufacturers themselves. One big reason why many opt out of getting an electric vehicle is the cost connected to it.
Consumers are looking at that high purchase price, and it's a little bit scary. Even with government incentives, it's still just a little bit higher. And then they're looking at the insurance and they're saying, oh, that's going to cost more.
Now, Tesla says that its company-backed insurance may cover 45 states by the end of this year. At the same time, GM hopes to reach $6 billion in yearly insurance revenue by the end of this decade. And company-backed insurance is generally cheaper for the EV owner.
They claim that they can make more accurate estimates as far as their consumers' risk, and so they can give rates that reflect that risk. And they're saying that those rates are probably up to 30% cheaper than your standard car insurance companies.
One big benefit is the data these manufacturers have to analyze each driver's behavior. Tesla says drivers know that when they drive safer, their insurance costs will be lower, so they tend to be more careful. Other reasons that drive up the premium for insuring an EV are expensive parts and fewer mechanics know how to fix them.
Now, if you're using an insurer that is specific to your car, they're going to have a network of repair shops, and so that's probably going to be a benefit.
Wedbush analyst Dan Ives told CNBC that the insurance business won't be a profit center in the short and medium term. Instead, EV manufacturers use the service to encourage more purchases of EVs. Evelyn Lee, NTD News.
Coming up, winter is coming back to the Golden State. After some warm weather, Californians can expect chills, gusts, and light rain or snow. And the robot delivery service is partnering with a local supermarket to send groceries to customers' homes. The company is already active in Europe and is starting business in the United States. That and more here on NTD News. A police headquarters building is going to get shut down, and the space will be turning to affordable housing and retail. The officers will relocate to a now unused stadium.
The Oakland City Council voted on Tuesday to start plans to transform the Oakland Police Department headquarters into a mixed-use development area for housing and retail. Council members Rebecca Kaplan and Carol Fife proposed the plan, which would require at least 600 housing units to be built. A third of the units would be for low-income residents. The ground floor will be for retail stores, restaurants, shopping centers, and business offices. In an interview with ABC 7 News, Kaplan said the police would move to the Oakland Coliseum. The 7th Street and Broadway headquarters is 9 stories tall and is 60 years old. The building is over 266,000 square feet.
The San Francisco District Attorney charged the former senior building inspector with perjury and conflict of interest. The inspector took loans from people he was providing inspections for.
District Attorney Chesa Boudin announced the arrest and charges against Bernard Curran, a former senior building inspector from the Department of Building Inspections. Curran allegedly committed multiple counts of perjury and violations of local conflict of interest laws. In March 2017, Curran allegedly obtained a $180,000 loan from a local developer, which remained outstanding until May 2020. During that time, Curran also performed building inspections and signed off on building permits for their projects, creating a conflict of interest. In addition, he allegedly failed to report that he received a loan. The DA also found he received tens of thousands of dollars from several other homeowners for whom he performed and signed off on building inspection permits. Curran never disclosed any of those payments either. Curran resigned in 2021. He has a court hearing scheduled on March 17th.
After a nice warm weekend, a cold storm system is expected to hit Southern California this week. Sub-freezing temperatures are also possible in the North Bay and other parts of the state. The National Weather Service says there may be some amounts of rain, but cold temperatures are definitely on the way.
The winter heat wave is wrapping up and cold weather is on its way back. Light rain, wind, and chill conditions are forecast throughout the state. Over the weekend, the National Weather Service, or NWS, issued a winter weather advisory for 6 a.m. Tuesday until Wednesday noon for Southern California. Wind gusts will reach up to 40 miles per hour. The NWS said it will be the coldest storm of this winter season so far and on track to bring snow and icy road conditions to certain areas across Southern California, including several mountains near Los Angeles. And there's a chance of a thunderstorm, especially Tuesday night. In the Bay Area, chilly to cold temperatures are on the way for the week, with rain also possibly coming back on Tuesday. Bay Area temperatures dropped abruptly in the Bay Area, between 5 and 10 degrees. Snow showers can be expected in the hills and mountains. The NWS added that morning frost throughout the week may damage the flowering fruits and nut trees in the Central Valley. Snow is expected to dust the Sierra Nevada above 2,000 feet. The NWS warned of wind gusts affecting ski areas, causing difficulties for aircraft and high-profile vehicles. The sudden chill is part of a system moving southward from Canada along the western coast.
Need groceries but can't make a trip to the supermarket? A Bay Area supermarket is now offering grocery deliveries using autonomous robots.
A Lucky California flagship store in Pleasanton, California, is now offering a robot grocery delivery service. The supermarket is the first grocery store in the San Francisco Bay Area to partner with Starship Technologies. shoppers can browse thousands of items via the Starship app for on-demand delivery straight to their home. When an order is submitted, lucky California team members gather the purchased items and load them into a robot for delivery. The autonomous robots can carry up to 20 pounds of groceries, equivalent to approximately 3 shopping bags. According to Starship, the 6-wheeled robots move at a pedestrian walking speed. It uses machine learning, artificial intelligence, and sensory technology to travel on sidewalks and navigate around obstacles. Customers can watch as the robot makes its journey to them via an interactive map. Once the robot arrives, the customer receives an alert and can unlock the robot through the Starship app. Starship and the SafeMart companies first partnered in September 2020. The SafeMart flagship store in Modesto became the first grocery store in the U.S. to offer Starship robot delivery service. Starship already offers its services in other U.S. cities and many parts of the European Union and United Kingdom, with further expansion planned in the near future.
The iconic Madonna dress, a Pre-Beatles drum kit, among other celebrity items, are going up for auction. Historically, the items have fetched high prices, as much as a few $1 million.
The pink Marilyn Monroe dress worn by pop icon Madonna in her 1984 Material Girl music video and a Pre-Beatles drum kit are some of the star items getting auctioned at a music memorabilia auction coming in May. The iconic ensemble, consisting of a pink satin dress, opera gloves, and rhinestone bracelets, is estimated to fetch between $100,000 to $200,000 at the Music Icons auction at Julien's Auctions in Los Angeles.
It's one of the most historic and iconic pieces of Madonna. We actually have it on the cover of our catalog, but very few items that are this iconic of hers are in the public domain, so we anticipate that it'll sell for a lot of money.
Madonna's music video was inspired by Marilyn Monroe's performance of Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Also going under the hammer is a rare Pre-Beatles drum kit from John Lennon and Paul McCartney's first band, the Quarrymen. It is estimated to be worth $400,000 to $600,000.
Ringo Starr's drum kit that we sold in 2015, we sold for $2.1 million. So this is a really important piece of rock and roll history, and there's very few items that come up available from the Quarrymen.
Other items up for auction include Bruce Springsteen's handwritten Glory Road lyrics, the Beatles' White Album mono pressing, and Eddie Van Halen's electric guitar.
A Southern California hiker survived a freak snowstorm that stranded him on a mountain path. The 73-year-old hiker used his survival skills over several days to get himself to safety. According to CBS LA, Gab Song, an avid hiker, went missing on Tuesday morning while solo hiking up Mount Pinos near the Tajon Pass. But an uncharacteristic snowstorm descended on the mountain. After 2 nights in the mountains, Song used his compass to hike eastward. Last Thursday, he made it back to civilization and reunited with his family. And starting a sports rundown a little early today, Steph Curry had a record-setting 16 three-pointers at NBA All-Star Game. He said hearing the fans at the stadium in Cleveland boo him actually pushed him towards his impressive performance.
Takes some energy to boo, so you got to care a lot to do that. So I try to channel that into the performance tonight and just have fun with it. And I got hot early and kept it going and tried to put on a little bit of a show, and the joy started to come out, and hopefully everybody appreciated it.
Curry scored a total of 50 points in a game to give Team LeBron a 163-160 victory over Team Durant. Curry attempted 27 three-pointers and hit 17 out of 30 shots overall from the field. Curry shattered the former All-Star record of 9 three-pointers set by Paul George in 2016. The Golden State Warriors star fell 2 points shy of the scoring record set by Anthony Davis in 2017, but still took home MVP honors. Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers had 36 points and 10 rebounds to lead Team Durant. Kevin Durant did not attend the festivities due to the death of his grandmother. Now we'll go to Thomas Christian for the rest of the sports update.
I'm Thomas Christian, giving you the California Today Sports Roundup. LeBron James wants to spend his final year in the NBA playing on a team alongside his son Bronny, according to an interview with The Athletic published on Saturday. The four-time NBA champion in Cleveland for this weekend's All-Star game is not interested in accepting a discount after his current contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, but said in the report he would make an exception. The younger James is a point guard playing high school basketball and based on current rules would be eligible to be drafted by an NBA team in 2024, when LeBron will be 39. James, whose contract with the Lakers runs through the 2022-23 season, has averaged a team-high 29.1 points per game this season. Tiger Woods offered no clues on Saturday as to when he will return to the PGA Tour, but did say he will be at the Masters in April to attend the traditional Champions Dinner ahead of the year's first major. Woods, speaking on television during the CBS broadcast of the PGA Tour's Genesis Invitational in Pacific Palisades, California, where he is the tournament host, promised to return to the competition even if he doesn't know when. Woods was a non-playing host of the Genesis Invitational last year, where 2 days after the final round, the vehicle he was driving veered across the opposite lanes, collided with a road sign, and rolled several times before coming to a rest. The accident resulted in a 3-week hospital stay for Woods, when he faced the possibility of having his right leg amputated, followed by 3 months where he was confined to a hospital-type bed at his home in South Florida. While Woods said earlier this week that he has a long way to go in his rehabilitation and that he is not recovering as quickly as he would like, he refused to fully shut the door when asked if there was any shot he'd play in the April Masters. Woods capped one of the most remarkable comebacks in professional sport when, at the age of 43, he won the Masters in 2019 after enduring years of surgery and personal problems that convinced many the best golfer of this generation was done. Jack Eichel had a goal and an assist, and Logan Thompson made 35 saves to pick up his first NHL win, leading the visiting Vegas Golden Knights to a 4-1 victory over the San Jose Sharks on Sunday night. Eichel, obtained in a November 4th trade with Buffalo and playing his third game since undergoing neck surgery on November 12th, scored his first goal since January 28, 2021. With Vegas leading 1-0 in the first period, Eichel drove toward the left side of the net, took a behind-the-goal pass from Chandler Stevenson, and then slid a shot past the left pad of James Reimer. Max Pacioretty had a goal and an assist, and Keegan Colasar and Stevenson also scored goals for the Golden Knights, who snapped a 3-game losing streak. Shea Theodore added a pair of assists for Vegas, which also improved to 7-13 all-time in regular season games against the Sharks, and has won the last 10 in a row. Nick Bonino scored a goal when Reimer finished with 31 saves for San Jose, which lost its 6th consecutive game and 10 in its last 12. Las Vegas 4, San Jose 1.
As always, I'm Thomas Christian, and thanks for tuning in.
And that's all we have for you tonight. We'd love to have you back on California Today every weekday at 8:30 p.m. Feel free to let us know if you have any news tips for our show. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. I'm Ling Zhang. We'll see you next time.